again!
It's over!
He's done it again! Unbelievable!
Oh, straight into the roof of the net.
Nice one.
Straight down the middle. So a good performance from both teams.
Are you watching Firstpost? I'm Rupha Ramani. Let's get started. On the show today, West Indies achieve a historic win at the expense of a lackluster, dismal performance by Pakistan men's cricket team. What is ailing this country? And are the players too now finally facing the heat from the unrest that is clearly prevailing in the system and PCB? The LaLiga game between Barcelona and Villarreal is set to take place in Miami in the USA, a move that many have wanted to make for years now. But there is already severe backlash and reactions coming in. What are the reasons, and will FIFA finally give the nod for this, keeping the build-up for the FIFA World Cup that's set to take place next year in mind? And Armand Duplantis has broken yet another record. While that is great for the athletics world, the governing body and his main sponsor, Puma, seem to be bleeding, something they also are now regretting. But more of that up ahead. First up, Sports 360. We'll start with cricket. South Africa beat Australia by 53 runs in the second T20 international. Put into bat first, Dewald Brewis unbeaten, 125, powered the Proteas to 218. Australia was dismissed for 165 in response. With this loss, Australia's 9-match winning streak in the T20 internationals have come to an end. The series is now tied 1-1. The final game will take place on the 16th of this month in Cairns. India captain Shubman Gill has scripted history by becoming the first men's player to win 4 ICC Player of the Month awards. Pakistani batter Babar is second on the list with 3 awards. Gill was rewarded for his exceptional Test series against England in July. He scored 754 runs in the 5 tests. News from athletics. US Olympic medalist Fred Kerley has been provisionally suspended for doping whereabout failures. Kerley has been accused of violating anti-doping rules when he pulled out of US track and field trials late last month. Kerley, who won silver and bronze in the 100-meter races, plans to contest the decision. To tennis, a night of adverse weather conditions affected matches at the Cincinnati Open. Alexander Zverev was left stranded after his match against Brandon Nakashima was suspended. The German was leading 6-4, 5-4 when play was called off. Zverev will resume his fixture today. Meanwhile, in the women's event, the match between Magda Linette and Jessica Pegula was suspended as well. Both the players won 1 set each before rain affected play. And the Indian Olympic Association has approved the country's 2030 Commonwealth Games bid. The proposed host city is yet to be confirmed. India last hosted the Commonwealth Games back in 2010 in Delhi. The decision to host the Commonwealth Games is in line with India's ambition to host the Olympics in 2036. World Athletics Vice President Adil Sumariwala said India is keen on organizing 2029 and the 2031 World Athletics Championships as well. Pakistan has created another record. This is an infamous one after losing to West Indies in the recently concluded ODI series. With that series win, the West Indies achieved something they hadn't in 34 years, beat Pakistan in an ODI series, resulting in yet another dismal chapter in Pakistan cricket, one that we are getting more and more familiar with now. As Pakistan failed to get out of crisis mode and are their players too silently revolting. Pakistan has been in the dumps for some years now. I'm of course talking about the cricket team in particular here before you misunderstand me. Now, it felt like a switch had somehow been flipped and one poor performance followed another. The PCB too, on their part, instead of addressing the unrest in the team, but partly due to the many constant changes in the setup and the squad, have assumed that turning a blind eye would be far easier to do. How else do you expect a country that is known for its talent pool, especially in cricket, constantly and consistently failing? In the last match of the series, the one that should have at least seen some fight, Pakistan crumbled. They only managed to score 92 runs while trying to chase down 295. That total was below par even for a T20 international. And Mohammad Rizwan, who's been shoved into captaincy rather unceremoniously, has only managed to give assurances and brave claims all through the series that now sound more flimsy. Fans in Pakistan don't care. They have had enough. They took to trolling their team once again. They've had enough reasons to demand answers and performances from their players, from their team repeatedly now for years, especially from their senior most in the ranks. Both Mohammad Rizwan and Babar Azam's strike rates is the poorest among batters of all full member nations. So you can imagine where the bar is set at. Not very high. Now, West Indies, of course, came into this bilateral series on the back of a humiliating series defeat across all formats to Australia. They were down and out and ended up having a resurgent performance against Pakistan here. Registering a series win for the first time in over 3 decades, that ought to tell you where Pakistan cricket is languishing at. After every humbling tournament that saw Pakistan flounder, the PCB, the Pakistan Cricket Board, came up with solutions that was either to chop and change or just gimmicky ones that involved organizing boot camps or connection camps. Innovative on the nomenclature for sure, but not so much when it came to the execution and what came out of it. Or what the squad achieved from all of this. They had some of the best in their business come in to try and reshape the system. They had the opportunity to create something special, turn things around and inspire the next generation. The players coming in, unfortunately, all that's done is probably left even their best players feeling deflated and numb. Good performances on the field come from a good, solid dressing room outside it. The environment in it, that's what produces the results. With a sense of stability, security and trust, that's what's paramount. Currently, the culture lacks any of it. There is forever the fear of being axed, of being sacked, that the will to perform and play with passion has probably ceased to exist. What Pakistan cricket needs right now is a lifeline, one that will take them out of the intensive care condition that they find themselves in. Spanish football is under fire and the new season hasn't even started. The Spanish Football Federation has approved Villarreal's home game against Barcelona to be played in Miami in the USA. Reactions? Immediate. Fans are upset. That's right, Real Madrid is also furious, warning of serious consequences if the match indeed goes ahead. But this isn't just about home advantage, it's about something much bigger. It's about money and whether LaLiga is selling its soul to chase it. Our football league is built on balance. Every team gets a home game and an away game. That home advantage is critical. Firstly, the effect it has on the home side. The atmosphere, the comfort can turn underdogs into giant killers. Look at the Merseyside derby. Everton have stunned Liverpool despite being miles apart on the points table. That's the magic of home turf. Second, it's a fan's right to watch their own team at home. But now Villarreal's home fixture against Barcelona will be in Miami's Hard Rock Stadium in all probability, and that has not gone down too well. Now, this isn't La Liga's first attempt at taking games abroad. In 2018, Girona versus Barcelona in the US was shot down. In 2024, Barca versus Atletico blocked by FIFA and UEFA. But last year, the league revolted, forcing FIFA and UEFA to reconsider this. This year, both league and now UEFA have taken the application forward to FIFA. Now, the final decision rests in FIFA's hands. And with the 2026 World Cup in the US, do you really think they'll say no to a Barcelona blockbuster in Miami, the city where Lionel Messi now plays? But even before FIFA reaches that decision, Real Madrid isn't buying the global growth pitch. For Madrid, this isn't just a PR stunt, it's a season-defining fixture that's being handed to Barcelona on a platter. An away game being organized on a neutral turf, that to Messi's current city. It all calls for a Barcelona dominance. And then there is Villarreal, willing to pay for fans' flights and give discounts to season ticket holders. Now, why is that so? Because the payday from Miami will be huge. This smells familiar. Remember when former Spanish FA president Luis Rubiales took the Supercopa de España to Saudi Arabia in 2020. For 4 years now, Spain's top clubs have been playing there for reportedly $43 million a year. It filled the federation's pockets and allegedly Rubiales' as well. But it left Spanish fans robbed of watching their own teams lift trophies at home, and that's the real danger here as well.
We're going to fight against this. For us, again, this is a threat to the very existence, to the very integrity of the game. And this is not just 1 or 2 games that are going to be played outside of their territory of origin.
I think it's terrible because many people cannot pay for a trip this size to Miami. It would be better to hold the match closer to Barcelona.
If that's in Miami, then it will be Miami. But it is clear everyone prefers to see it in Camp Nou.
If Villarreal versus Barcelona goes to Miami, it sets a precedent. Soon, more league matches could be moved abroad. The losers, rival clubs whose seasons swing on these very fixtures. And most of all, loyal home fans who are being priced out of their own game. If La Liga truly wanted to grow its brand, they could organize pre-season tours, friendlies, promotional events, the works, all of it abroad. What's better than a Real Madrid versus Barcelona game? Any country in the world would clamor to market that. But this isn't about growing football. Maybe this is about growing their pockets, yes. And in chasing gold overseas, La Liga risks losing its diamonds at home. Their fans who built the league's legacy in the first place. Pole vault sensation Arman Mondo Duplantis is on a world record rampage. Every time he steps into a competition, he doesn't just win it, he raises the bar, literally. At the István Gulay Memorial in Hungary, Mondo shattered his own world record yet again, for the 13th time. It's an extraordinary sporting achievement, but there's a smart strategy behind it too. Because every time Duplantis breaks a record, he pockets thousands of dollars from both World Athletics as well as his sponsor Puma. So while his bank balance keeps soaring, it's also quietly draining his sponsor and the governing body. And they've now started voicing their frustration publicly on social media. Our next report tells you more.
Armand Mondo Duplantis might just be the most dominant athlete on the planet right now. Every time the pole vault king takes the field, 2 things are guaranteed: a win and a new world record. In Hungary, he soared 6.29 meters, rewriting history for the 13th time. It's a streak that began in 2020 and hasn't showed any signs of slowing down. Great news for his fans, but a headache for statisticians who just can't keep up. And now, that dominance is turning into a financial headache for World Athletics and Puma. Under current rules, whenever a world record is broken, World Athletics pays $100,000. On top of that, Duplantis has a private bonus deal with Puma. Now do the math. 13 records means $1.3 million from World Athletics alone. We don't know Puma's exact payout per record, but their cheeky comment made it clear the bonus is not small. And judging by Mondo's approach, Puma might want to keep that checkbook handy because Duplantis is more than just a phenomenal athlete. He's a shrewd businessman. Here's how it works. In pole vault, the athlete chooses the height they start at. They get 3 attempts to clear it. Mondo's trick? He only raises the bar by 0.01 meters above his own record. It's not that he can't jump higher, he just chooses not to. Why? Because every incremental increase means another new world record and another big payday. He's pulled this off 13 times and it's clear he's not stopping anytime soon. It's the perfect one step at a time business plan. Jump a little higher, break your own record, collect $100,000+ and repeat. At over $100,000 per centimeter, Duplantis might be sport's most profitable climber. But money aside, he's also the ideal sporting role model. Humble, respects his opponents, a big admirer of fellow champions like Neeraj Chopra, and always acknowledging his partner's support. Now he's added another title, entrepreneur. Who knows, maybe after retirement, Mondo could give masterclasses on financial acumen. Then again, with the way he's cashing in record after record, he may never need an alternate career. Because right now, every time Mondo Duplantis clears the bar, he's not just soaring into history, he's turning every centimeter into cash registers.
Time for last serve. Dubai has once again come up with a unique event. After jet suit race and a dogathon, the city hosted mallathon. With the temperatures soaring high outside, players were seen racing inside a mall. If you are a shopaholic or enjoy your occasional window shopping, you'll be in trouble. Take a look. That wraps it up here on First Sports. I'll of course see you again tomorrow. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.